Germany, log forts, and bunkers. The Germans were terrible destroyers during World War II, but they were also great builders, from bridges to fortresses, to humble log shelters and dugouts. We often think of the Wehrmacht as having a highly mobile army with a doctrine of attack, but Germany had a strong defensive game too. Concrete was a key element. Just in the defense of the West, some 40 million tons of concrete were used to build the Atlantic Wall, spanning from Norway to the Spanish border. The Siegfried Line, Germany's defense against France, used 8 million tons of concrete. Germany made numerous defensive positions throughout Europe and North Africa, from the Pomeranian Line in modern-day Poland to the mountain passes of Italy. But what was equally important were the more mobile and rapidly deployable bunkers and dugouts Germany needed to keep up with its advancing armies. The Wehrmacht attempted to standardize dozens of temporary log fortifications that could be quickly assembled and even transported to frontline positions. These mobile and quick-to-make designs were particularly important on the Eastern Front, where the front line could move more than 100 kilometers in a day. Massive concrete fortifications could not be depended on in the East, as battlefields changed rapidly, as did an army's flanks. If an army took too long preparing positions, an opposing force could simply bypass them before they were finished. A manual given to combat engineers, translated to English, was the Illustrated Booklet of Modern Fortifications. This version is from 1944 and is a 73-page manual detailing the building of dozens of easy-to-build log fortifications. And not just fortifications, the manual includes things like the building of the ideal lookout, which these days resembles a pretty cool tree fort. The manual calls this a Baumwollbeobachtungsstand, keeping with Germany's love for compound words. This translates to tree observation post. The manual not only gives instructions on building the best lookouts, dugouts, and shelters, but also covers building all the essentials for soldiers to be as comfortable and sanitary as possible during their stay. This includes how to build latrines and wells for drinking water. As a good German combat engineer is prepared for any environment, the manual further details the best way to build an igloo. Germany built tens of thousands of such buildings all over Europe, but mostly in the East. The combat engineers who built them were known as pioneers and formed pioneer battalions, with every German infantry division assigned a pioneer battalion. Many of these fortifications were, of course, built on the spot as needed by regular infantry. But the Germans, loving their efficiency, could set up mills in nearby towns and transport material kits to the front, or sometimes even whole structures. The term for German standardized bunker construction was Regelbau, best translated to rule construction. It was primarily applied to concrete bunkers, needing mass-produced ventilation components and support material, but the concept was also applied to more humble structures. Alright, I'm Johnny, thank you for watching. Hopefully you now know how serious the Germans were about their log structures. So much so, when building, they were often short by one. Must be those pedantic German engineers who always kept a log. Anyway, do take care and have a nice rest of your day.